So you've been thinking about buying a house, you're a first time home buyer, maybe a second time home buyer, maybe even somebody who's looking to downsize. If that's you, you've reached the right place. My name is Mike Connor. I'm a real estate agent out of the Orillia office of Royal LePage Quest. If you're looking to buy, sell, give me a call. Today's video is just going to go over some of my morning routine over here. Very small little snippet of my morning routine, but I hope you enjoy it. If you've been scrolling and searching for houses on MLS or realtor.ca and you just can't find the right one, give me a call, 705-309-7898. I'll put all the details in the pinned description below. But I'm going to go searching for houses right now. I have a brand new client. He is looking, him and his fiance are looking for a new property. They have a budget up to 550,000. They were looking in the Orillia area, so I'll just bring myself down here a little bit. And this is one of my internal tools called Realm. If you become one of my clients, I'm going to end up creating this for you and sending you out some listings, a little more focused to what you're looking for. So some of the things they're looking for is at least 2 bedrooms, right? So I'm going to plug that in here. They don't care about bathrooms. They said they only wanted 1. Okay, great. So plug that in. You can see already by just kind of filtering this, we've really reduced the amount that are in here. If I get rid of that 1, you can see a whole bunch more in there. If I add 2, wow, that really reduced what we're looking at. So I'll go back to 1. I can plug in 3 bedrooms here, 4 bedrooms, and kind of expand to what we're looking for, which is good. So they are also looking for a budget up to 550,000. They did not want to move into a mobile home, so you can see the first 2 on my search are mobile homes. And the way this search works is like most affordable to more expensive down the list here. They were also looking specifically in Orillia. I had mentioned if we potentially kind of expand our search a little bit all the way up to Wasaga and then out into the other side of Lake Couchiching over here, maybe we can get ourselves a deal. So I'm going to go ahead and expand the search. The worst that can happen is they say, oh no, that's too far away. But, their budget is $550,000. So here we go. I've searched and you can see now we have some more on here, but I would like to actually include a place called Lagoon City because they have some really cool houses in Lagoon City. So I'll include that too. And then, yeah, you can see we have more to sift through. And picture this. This is probably you at one point. You've been scrolling and scrolling. And you don't see an outcome to the scrolling. Get in touch with me. I want to be able to assist you with this and save you a ton of time, but also provide you my expertise on areas, locations, schools, budget, things like that. What do we need to put together to be able to start this process? By the way, I have another video on that top 10 checklist. I'll pin it at the very end of this video. So I'm scrolling through here. They mentioned they didn't want a mobile home. So here's the first couple that are on the more affordable range. Remember, their budget is up to 550,000. So we can go click on this one here. We'll go scrolling through. It looks like it's a pretty small home. I mean, that kind of makes sense for $249,000. Has a nice like shed in the backyard. Okay. All right. So you can see this might be at the bottom end of somebody's budget, but $249,000 for that. This one is in Greenwich Village, or is it Greenwich? I always say that one wrong. But right on the end, which is nice, $322,000 for this one. Now, one of the keys to buying a home is picture your own things inside of here. So when you're looking at pictures, don't allow their interior decoration to shift or shape your mind because, you have different furniture. All of that's going to be removed. Let's continue down. This one on John Street doesn't look too bad. It has 2 bedroom, 1 bath. Only has 3 pictures. Great backyard, that's for sure. Nice fence, 2 bed, 1 bath. You're a brand new family, 349,000. You're looking at, right around 20 grand for a down payment if it was 5%. Not bad. Not bad, right? So, you know what? Let me grab my calculator here. 300, let's call it 349,000. and then times, let's call it 5% for a down payment, 17,450 for a down payment. Of course, then you have to go through some insurance with that, but definitely gets your foot in the door. And my story is the first house that I purchased ended up not being the last house we purchased. We thought it was going to be our forever home, and I think that's always the way when you buy your first home. But we built equity in it, and now we live in a much nicer and bigger home out in the country. Actually, we live out in the Marchmont area. But yeah, continue on here with the search. 350. So this one, two bed, one bath, Elgin Street. Oh, okay. So this is down near that new, near the water. This is kind of near that new complex that was built. That doesn't look too bad for 350,000. Yeah, so there's Lake Couchiching. There's the boardwalk going all the way along here, Couchiching Park, the marina. So it's right there. Very quiet street, by the way, for 350,000. Got trails going all the way out to the Narrows here, bike trails, rollerblade trails, that sort of thing. If you're looking for a condo, uh, you know, these are things that we're going to lock down. These guys do not want a condo. They have a dog, so they don't want a condo, but they would like a house. So what I'm going to end up doing here is compiling a list of, three or four that really kind of specifically fit their needs. But before I start searching, we always go through an itemized checklist. That way, I make sure that we are all on the same page. This place here looks quite nice, actually, on Cortland Drive or Cortland Street. I mean, the exterior not the nicest in the world, but the interior looked pretty decent. Look at that, definitely renovated. 389, eh? What do you guys think about this? By the way, if you're here watching, thanks so much for tuning in. My name is Mike Connor, real estate agent for Royal LePage. If you guys can hit that like and the subscribe so more people like you get a chance to take a look at videos like this. And I am looking for new clients. If you know anybody looking to buy or sell, send them my way. I would definitely be very appreciative of that. So I'm going to continue looking. Hey, here's my first street, Mary Street. This is 388. Very renovated. One of the things to pay attention on in different listings, I'm not saying this one is that way, but sometimes the interior could have some AI pictures to it. But wow, that's a nice looking bathroom. Nice looking washroom. Great rain shower. You got your laundry in there too. No wasted space in this property, which is fantastic. Great driveway. Really good backyard. I know Mary Street really, really well. Good neighbors most of the time. But there we go. That's that one. Yeah, we're getting closer to their budget here. And you can see potentially the quality of homes are getting a little bit better as well. This one actually has an open house today. I'm going to be going to that. Very excited to tour this house. It is like really nice inside. They got this great looking, hardwood looking floor, laminate in the kitchen, but the kitchen all white, really nice, great storage in there. Looks like it was, a 70s home that's been kind of renovated, but tastefully. Nice, great deck, good backyard. Yeah, Rose Avenue. This is where I'm going to be later this afternoon. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, Mike Connor Real Estate on Instagram. Same with Facebook. Cumberland Beach. So this would be us getting out of town a little bit. So you're about 12, 15 minutes north of Orillia with this home. But this one, look at this. We've stepped up to a third bedroom. So not bad. I mean, that's getting more kind of for your dollar here, $529,000, and it just went down $20,000 in price here. Looks like they're motivated to sell, which is good. But these are just kind of starter homes. Remember, my specific client that I'm looking here for is looking for their starter home. They have a top budget of 550,000. Looks like I've reached the end here of the Orillia, Coldwater, Fesserton, Wasaga area. Check out this place, 529,000. Looks like they have a pool in the backyard. What a great backyard that is. Two bed, one bath. Yeah, check out this backyard. Holy, that is huge. And Simcoe Street, right? So that's going to be South Orillia. Nice looking interior. Really nice looking interior. Galley kitchen. Great appliances. Got the baby room there. Let's go back. Beautiful bathroom, washroom. Very nice. I don't know. What do you guys think? There's the pool. Imagine entertaining your friends on that deck, right? These people have a looks like a smoker, a barbecue, and a fire pit. They got it all. Backyard's ready to go. Jump into that pool. By the time you close on this house, spring is in the air. What do you guys think? That's my tour of some of the houses that are available under 550,000 in the Orillia area, give or take 15, 20 minutes. I'm going to end up putting that list together, sending it out to my clients, and then discussing each one with them. We're going to go over their checklist, and then from there, we're going to book a couple of appointments, head out to those places, and really kind of investigate if that's the right neighborhood, that's the right budget, and everything that is in their check boxes are checked off, especially the top 3 priorities. If you enjoyed this content, again, my name is Mike Connor. My phone number is 705-309-7898. Give me a call. I'm one of those real estate agents who actually picks up their phone, and I also respond to every comment. Thanks so much for being here. I hope you have a great day. Bye for now.